So I don't have a written bio for Sarah, but Sarah Vera is a 17-year-old student and senior at Central Union High School. She is the creator of Pancake Frog Studios, her own business that she was able to launch in 2025 after creating her board game in 2024 and being inspired by her school to continue to pursue this as a career. After she graduates, Sarah's plan is to continue to invest her energy, her time, and her passion to become a 100% invested entrepreneur. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us today. With Sarah. Sarah, same questions to you. What got you to where you are now? Why does this matter to you? And what are you currently working on?
Hi, so first of all, I want to thank the Soroptomist for giving me this opportunity to speak. I started without me thinking that I was gonna make a business. So I made a board game for fun, and I just made it just because I thought it was fun, and I wanted to make something that I could hang out with my friends with and spend time with them. But then what happened was one day I brought it to school, and so I brought it to school, and there were some school officials that had come in to visit the classroom. It was the last day of the semester, and so they started looking at it and they were like, hey, what is this? Like, I've never seen this before. And then that's when they asked more questions. And so I was gonna already walk out of the classroom. I was already getting out, and then I come back in. They called me right back in just to explain the game to them, and basically that's how it started. I think what interested them is because it's the game is high school, so it's about the high school experience, and they really liked it, and I felt very honored because I've never been. I've always thought that like my creative work, I've always loved being like art and everything, and so I never thought that I would ever be recognized for it, and that other people would actually enjoy it and appreciate it, and that really honestly, like that's something that really motivates me. And so what makes this work so important to me is because of my own personal experiences. So the high school, the game is inspired by real life high school experiences that have happened to me, have happened to others. And so the way to win the game is to have the most happiness, because I wanted to make something that real true success. I have always felt like with most board games, they always focus on money, and I didn't want something material. I wanted to think of what is my mental health is what's important, and that's what makes me successful in life. And so something that I have struggled with a lot was my mental health over the years, and so it's really important for me to bring that, to advocate for that before people who they think that it's this taboo subject. And I was taught from a young age that it was not okay to talk, that it was not something real. And so that's why when I finally learned, that it's okay to talk about it. And this games that I made, it's important because it helps us other people to start talking about it too. We start talking about these serious topics, and we start talking about it, and that's how we start to learn more about each other and to really get that out there, like learning more about our mental health and being able to advocate for it and not be afraid, because especially with teenagers, we are so we're put in this little box, and we have to be perfect, and we have to do all these things, and we have to know what we're going to do with our life, and sometimes we don't know, and sometimes we don't know where our life is going and where it's heading. And so it's really important to recognize that we all have different problems, and that it's okay, and that we need to be able to reach out and get that help that we need. And so what I'm working on right now is to really promote this game, and I really want to make sure to advocate more for mental health and work with other mental health organizations. I want to get this out to more schools and to more students and more people, like all of you really. And I've been inspired by so many people, and I hope to be an inspiration for others to show them that you can make something, and you can make it real, and you can bring it out into the world, and don't be afraid to bring this out to the world, because really you'll never know where life is going to take you. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten from my parents, from my friends and family, and from all the adults in my life and other friends of my age. And so I really, that's what motivates me. And so I'm working on continuing on that and building up my social media page as well. And so that's something that's really important to me. And so, yeah, that's pretty much.
A 17-year-old founder of her own company. That is true inspiration. Thank you for joining us, and you'll be able to speak to Sarah and learn more about. Yes, Sarah.
Well, I would just like to say thank you to all of you for listening to my story and for giving me this opportunity. And I just wanted to let you guys all know that you can also do something like this, and you can all really I think we all have the potential to do something great. And so I think that I think you should all just do what you love, you know. So I think that's what I want to close off with.